Hey guys, so today we're telling you about the sluttiest thing I did in Europe, specifically Czech Republic. This happened when I was a teenager and I was coming to Czech Republic every single summer to visit my friends and family. And this one particular summer, I just went through like a really rebellious phase. Like I just didn't give a shit. I was single and I had just discovered the fact that I could drink legally in Czech Republic at the age of 16, which I don't think that's legal. But my family is from like the eastern part of Czech Republic and they really didn't care. You could literally be like a 10-year-old walk into the store and be like, yo bitch, give me a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of Bekarovka, and they would sell it to you and you could just be like, it's from my uncle, why are you looking at me like that? So on this one particular night, we were hanging out at our usual hangout place. It was this bar, it was underground. It was called Umedvěda. It's not here anymore, it's not open. I'm not outing this place as serving underage people because it literally doesn't exist anymore. It was kind of like a shitty place and literally like all of us would go there. 16-year-old, 15-year-old kids, sometimes even younger, would go there and get drunk. Like, I can't believe they let that happen. Like, they let that slide. So usually it was the same group of people all the time, but this one night, there was another additional person in the group. Frankie is barking. I don't know why. Frankie, why are you barking? What's happening? I didn't really know much about this guy. I was really drunk at the time that I met him, and the only thing that I really noticed about him that was significant to me was the fact that he was tall. And when I was younger, not so much anymore, but I had like a weird tall fetish. Like I would date or like be interested in guys that were just like incredibly tall, and they wouldn't even be that good looking. They wouldn't even have a good personality, but just because they were tall, I would like them. If I saw a tall guy, I was like, I want to climb you like a tree. Now I'm not like that anymore. I date short guys too. I don't know what it was. Maybe because I'm really short. I'm like barely 5'1". I like idolize people who are really tall because I'm like, oh, you're amazing. You could help lift me up so I can reach all the things on the top shelf. Like this person can help me because they're tall, they're blessed, they were born lucky. Thumbs up for tall people. So I saw this really tall guy, and because I was drunk, I was like, he looks like a yummy piece of candy. Let me go and put that in my mouth. No, I didn't think that at all, but you know, I was very attracted to his height and you know, his face, it was kind of blurry, so I don't really know how that looked. Eventually, someone started playing some music and you know, we decided, hey, let's have a dance party in the middle of this pub. So we all get up, we start dancing. I'm pretty sure there was a DJ there that night. I actually don't really remember. It's hard enough for me to remember things that happened like 10 years ago, but it's even harder for me to remember things that happened 10 years ago when I was wasted. So anyways, the music is playing, everybody's dancing, and suddenly I see Goliath get up and he starts dancing too. So I'm like, oh, well, this is my opportunity. And I have never ever done anything like this. I've never been so forward in my life, but during this moment, I was just feeling really ballsy. So as soon as Goliath came up to me, and by the way, that's not his name, I decided to just jump on him, and I like clung to him like one of those little monkeys with the Velcro paws that like you put on things. That was me. And at first I thought, well shit, maybe he's going to reject me and he's not going to catch me and he's just gonna like let me drop to the floor, or maybe he'll like accept this grand gesture of attraction. And yes, he did. He, you know, picked me up a little bit, and then here we are in the middle of this dance floor, and I'm just like holding on to this large man, and he is holding me up as well, and I look at him and I remember this one part, and I said, "Ty se mi líbíš." Oh my god, it's so bad. And in Czech, that means I like you, or like I like the way you look. And he like laughed a little bit, and then I just like went in for the kill, and I just started making out with him for like completely out of nowhere. Time stood still and everybody around us, they didn't matter anymore. Everybody was probably like looking at us like, this fucking American doing whatever the fuck she wants. And then she just like hops on a plane and goes back home and is like, peace out. I don't care how many hearts I break or how many shots I take. So the night draws to a close, and without telling any of my friends, I decided to like take off with this guy. Yep, I left with a total stranger. So Goliath and I are walking home and we're making out and doing lots of naughty things that I'm not gonna talk about here on my YouTube channel because I really wanna keep things rated PG-13. And at this point, like my drunkenness is wearing off, so I'm just like, what have I done? And I get get his number, I guess. And the next morning I wake up and I have a bunch of text messages from my friends like, where did you go? My cousin is pissed off. He's like, everybody was looking for you. And then apparently like later on, everybody found out what happened because the guy that I was with, AKA Goliath, told everybody. And then apparently Goliath was telling all of our friends that he was like in love with me and that he like wants to be with me. And I was like, I've made a terrible mistake. It was actually kind of scary because the next morning, the only thing I could remember about Goliath was like the fact that he was really tall. So now I'm just like, oh my God, this guy thinks he's in love with me and I don't even know how his face looks. And then eventually I get a text message from him and he's like, I really want to come see you. Oh my God, this is moving so fast. So he decides to come over later on and I answer the door and it was literally like the most awkward fucking thing of my life because he did not look as good as I remembered him to look the night before. And it was just incredibly awkward because I could tell that he probably wasn't drunk at all last night or wasn't as drunk last night. So to him, it was like we really did like have a connection. We were like on two totally different levels. Like I felt like I was meeting him for the first time and he felt like this was like day 2 of our engagement. So it got really weird and I told him that I was busy and that I had to go and eventually like I disappeared and then I stopped texting him and then he got really upset and he was like texting all of our friends like, why isn't she answering me? Why isn't she texting me back? And I think eventually he got the hint. Like I'm pretty sure that he figured out that like I was really drunk and I just had like a really bad slutty moment and I apologize. I'm so sorry. That was like honestly not one of my finest moments, but I was like 16 years old and whatever. I did something stupid while I was drunk. I didn't have sex with him, okay? I know everybody thinks that I just have sex with everybody because I'm a big fucking slut. But anyway, so that is my crazy slutty story from Europe. I think the moral of the story is don't get wasted and make poor judgment choices or jump on people that you don't know, make out with strangers and then leave with them. Don't do any of those things. Like this story, just whatever you do the opposite of it and you'll be okay. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click the thumbs up button if you like my story time videos and if you want more of these kinds of videos in the future. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.